Okay students, now we will discuss about the second effluent, that is the domestic effluents. So here we will discuss it in two headings. The first one is the definition and the second one are the examples of the domestic effluent that cause the water pollution. So let's study the first one. Here I'm just reading the definition, just listen to me flat and write it onto your books. The domestic waste like the detergents and the domestic sewage that contaminate the water bodies are known as domestic effluents. Students, the domestic waste mainly contains the detergents and the domestic sewage. When get enters into the water bodies, that type of domestic waste are known as domestic effluents that may contaminate the water. So now we will discuss about the causes or the examples of the domestic effluent that cause the water pollution. The first one is the detergents and the second one is the domestic sewage. Now let's discuss from the first one. Students, nowadays detergent is preferred than the soap because due to the following reason. The first reason is that the strong cleaning action of the detergents as compared to the soap in case of the hard water, and the second one use of the detergent over the soap is that they can work in the acidic solution. Now students, as you know, if we are talking about the domestic effluents, the first one is the detergents. We have to use detergent in our daily life. Now students, we have to prefer the detergents because its cleaning action is more than the soap and it is used in the acidic solution as well. But there is a disadvantage of a detergent over the soap. Now what is the disadvantage of the detergent over the soap is that detergent is a non-biodegradable in nature. Now students, what is mean by bio non-biodegradable? The substances that cannot be decomposed by the microorganism, or if any substance that cannot be decomposed by the microorganism, they can stay for a longer time. Now students, when the detergents being non-biodegradable in nature cannot be decomposed by the microbial action, it means it stay in the water for a long time. Now students, what is the mechanism behind the working of the detergent to create or to cause the water pollution? So students, these as you know that these detergents are unfit for the aquatic life. Now how they affect the aquatic life, how, and we can say that how it is unfit for the human beings or the aquatic life as well. So students, these detergent mainly contains the phosphate salts, and students, when these detergents that contain the phosphate salts get drained into the water bodies, so they increase the growth of the algae. So students, algae basically intake the phosphate salts that are present in the domestic waste of the houses that contain the detergent, and that detergent basically contains the phosphate salts. These phosphate salts are intaken by the algae, and when the algae intakes the phosphate salts, the growth of algae may boost up. Now they show the extensive growth of the algae. When the extensive growth of the algae takes place, the algal bloom is formed. Algal bloom is a thick layer of the algae that covers the surface of the water. Now students, when the algae that is known as algal bloom covers the surface of the water, there is no penetration of the atmospheric oxygen and the sunlight under the water. So when the water when the oxygen and the sunlight cannot penetrate through the algal bloom layer, there is a deficiency of the oxygen content takes place under the water. And when the deficiency of the oxygen takes place under the water, the animals and the plants, aquatic animals and the plants, die due to the suffocation. Now students, that dead bodies of the aquatic animals and the plants are also be decomposed by the bacteria. For decomposition purposes, the bacteria needs oxygen. So already there is a deficiency of the oxygen, and there is a death of the animals and the plants takes place, and the microbes also decompose these that aquatic animals or the plants. They requires more and more oxygen, so there is a depletion of oxygen takes place. So here, this is the mechanism of the detergent that cause a eutrophication process. So the next one is the domestic sewage. So domestic sewage contains a wide variety of the dissolved and the suspended impurities. These include the food, vegetable waste, garbage cans, bottles, chemical soaps, washing powders, etc. It also contain the disease causing microbes. All these substances add to the water and contaminates the water. The students, sewage mainly contain the dissolved particles and the suspended impurities also. As you know that they contains the solid materials and the suspended particles also, and it also contains the infectious microbes. When these microbes and these all suspended and the dissolved impurities get enters into the water, they contaminate the water, and that contaminated water may unfit for drinking, that cause many disorders in the human beings, and they affect the environment as well.